What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. In today's trade recap, we're going to talk about the trades I took today, what I did wrong, what I did right, and yeah, let's just get into it. So, bias coming in today, I was bullish coming into today. I wanted to see price continue towards this forward intermediate high, but we never ended up doing that because we're just stuck in this, like, I don't know, seek and destroy kind of, I don't know, behavior. It's a bit shit. I don't know. I took 2 L's today, and to be honest, I shouldn't have took either of the trades actually. Now I think about it, but yeah. So very. So we had previous day high here and then previous day low, which they both got taken. Previous day low got taken off a London session. This was London low here. So to me, this low is sponsored. We shouldn't want to come back down here. So I'm overall bullish. We're very close to this high, and it overall just makes sense for us to come towards this high. Oh my god. Anyway, sorry, my bad. Anyway. Alright, so we had London low here. We had London high, which was about here. London high was here, that got taken. We had Asia high, I think it was here. Actually, let's just get the indicator on. Wow, what's wrong with Asia high? But Asia high's here, London high spot on. But yeah, they both got taken, all the draws got taken, and then we had this LR left here, and then we also had data low here. Now, I didn't actually expect data low to get taken, to be honest. I thought we would maybe retrace to this 50-minute, but I didn't expect us to really go much lower than that, to be honest. But we did, so we ended up taking out Asia, and then on market open we ended up re-sweeping this high, making this high protected, and then we ended up pushing lower, ended up tapping into this 50-minute for value gap. Now this is my first trade. We had a 5-minute intermediate low bonus. So this is my first trade idea, which I got cooked on. So it was this 1 minute. Now there's many reasons why I shouldn't have taken this trade. So first of all, we have this bearish for value gap here that we never end up inversing. We took 1 million candles to inverse this gap, and then we were targeting a protected high. Now the reason this, or like a high resistance drawn liquidity, and the reason this is high resistance is because it took out this high, and it re-swept that high, and we started getting heavy bearish momentum off of it. Now yeah, we tapped into 50-minute. This looks good for a pattern trade, but this isn't a very good trade. It wasn't the highest time frame inversion, and yeah, it just wasn't overall a very good trade at all. I waited for the retap as well, so I ended up getting an entry a bit there, covering this, and then yeah, I ended up getting it ran. Just heavy chop, just bad conditions to trade in, so that was my first loss. I lost 280 on that. And I ended up coming lower. There's just nothing to take here. And the closing door. There's just nothing to take here, and then we just keep trailing lower. Yeah, but then we just keep coming down towards that low, and then nothing here still. We're just still bearish, still coming lower, and then at this point, I'm just bearish at this point. Like, the next draw just seems like it's all the way down here. ES is way closer to that draw as well. And yeah, I don't know, at this point I'm just not wanting to look for any longs because we're just so much lower than what I wanted for longs anyway. Like, yeah, if we've maybe got something off this, maybe, but I don't know, I wasn't fucking with it, to be honest. But we just had 5 minutes, these 5 minutes here. I was waiting to see if we retrace it. I didn't expect us to come that high to that one, so I didn't really care about that 5 minute. But this 5 minute I was looking at here, first potentially come into to then short lower for lower prices, but never ended up happening. We ended up forming a 15 minute after that, after going lower. So at this point, I'm kind of just waiting because like we're so close to this drawdown in ES. Like how close? 6 points, which is very close to ES. So I'd like us to edge this low, come back up to the 15 minute, and then continue lower. So I end up doing that. I didn't take any trade within here because now I'm overall bearish, so I'm not wanting to look for any longs towards this 15 minute. And even if I did, I would have to enter on this candle here, and that's just such negative RR. And I don't expect this 5 minute to get hit either, because we have this 15 minute. And then there was this inversion here. This inversion here off the 5 minute. But the reason this inversion is bad is one, because of the fat rejection we got, and two, because we still have this 15 minute. And when I've got like a 15 minute like this, but 5 minutes in it, I'd rather just wait for the 15 minute, so you get the highest probability trade. So I ended up coming up to the 15 minute there, and then we ended up having this 5 minute form. Now I wanted to see an inversion in this 5 minute for me to take my trades towards this sell side down here, but we never ended up inversing that. We ended up coming higher towards this 5 minute. Now at this point, I should have just accepted the fact that I'm not getting a trade and I'm down on the day, but I ended up kind of just like, I don't know, zoning it a little bit, just forgetting the time in that, and then I ended up trying to take this trade, which in retrospect, that was a good trade. We had EQ, tap, 5 minute, 15 minute, inversion of the 5 minute gap. But the reason this trade failed is because of time. Now, we came into, what time is it now? Yeah, 11:05. So, I mean, 11's clearly wanting to distribute lower, but then when you think about like the higher time frame candle, like this could be a open, low, high, close. As well as that, it's just less probability trading out a session like this. Even though this does look really good for the draw of liquidity and whatnot, it just still failed just purely due to the fact that the time. So yeah, I ended up losing another bunch on that, so I'm down like 580 on the day, which is gutting, to be honest. Pretty devastated, but I mean, it is what it is. Days like this happen. Hopefully I can make some of it back tomorrow. My bias was just wrong today, and then even when my bias was more bearish, I still ended up losing just due to time. So yeah, I mean, that's the trade recap. I hope you guys enjoyed.